Alright. Let's go for another day of racing. Tonight is our Wednesday league, or Wednesday division. We got our tier 1 guys. So this is the best of the best out here tonight. This qualifying's just getting underway. Got a few people out on track already. I know we got at least 3 or 4 reserve drivers here tonight. Or 5, I think. And then as you know, reserve drivers not allowed to qualify as they're opted to start in the back. I think Sir William here gonna get things started off for us here in qualifying. So we're gonna hop on board with him for his lap. And then as you know, tonight is our round 10. So round 10 out of 10. That's the last week for us here as we take a little bit of a gap before we start season 10, right before the Australian Grand Prix. And let me just have a little look at what the standings look like here for us. So leading our drivers' championship is Josh in the RB tonight. So Josh has a goal. Josh is winning our drivers' championship by 54 points. So there's going to be no real race for the drivers' championship as that's already wrapped up. But looks really close for second place between Hamilton, William, and Paulie. Really close in points. So Hamilton, William, and Paulie all 2 points off of each other for our drivers' championship, so I'll be keeping a close eye on them. As we look towards our constructors' championship, we do have Alpine currently sitting in first for constructors by 57 points in front of McLaren. Ooh. William almost went airborne there for a second. Looking at time, so William, currently our pole sitter here at the moment with that 23.25. A few other drivers getting their laps in. Another handful of drivers out on their lap as Irish Bull crosses the line taking pole. Ooh. Irish Bull taking pole by 1/1000th of a second. Wow. So we got William knocked down to P2. And we got Georgie and Kogo. DJ just crosses the line, taking P3. Then after Kogo, Senny, Paulie, Great Ace, and Amaro. Black Spartan crossing the line, taking in P5. Penny coming into the pit, followed by his teammate. I think Great Ace might be doing another lap. Yeah, he did 2 out laps, what he did. Oh, Great Ace putting in his first hot lap. Not able to move up though. Doesn't seem like anybody else currently on a lap. Unless Amaro has enough fuel to get around. He does, so he's gonna start one. I just realized we have a full grid of 20 drivers here tonight. That's always good to see. I'm sure we're gonna have plenty of action. Gary comes across the line, taking P7 away. Amaro going through the end of Sector 3. So Mario coming in, taking P4 away. Don't think anyone else is on a lap. I think Huff is about to start one. I always kind of hate this part of qualifying. Right in the middle of it. There's like nothing to talk about because no one's out on track. Oh. Alright, Huff. Alright, so Huff taking a couple of tenths off of Irish Bull. As Huff gets pole here. But not if Irish Bull or William have anything to say about it. Okay. Oh, Georgie out of nowhere, taking P2 away from Irish Bull. As William crosses the line, getting his second lap in. Still off from Huff by about half a tenth. DJ also making Irish Bull drop down one as well. DJ making up a spot going into P4. Black Spartan on track. Trying to improve from his lap time. As Josh, always at the last minute, finally coming out and starting his hot lap. Or not. Looks like the only one on a hot one is Josh here. I honestly can't wait for the new season to start. That new RB looks so clean. I'm pretty sure a 9 out of 10 dentist would recommend that the new RB does look really good. The RB went to the dentist and got some whitening done. Now it looks like Josh abandoned his lap. Might be starting another one again. Or maybe he doesn't have enough fuel to do it. Alright. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Alright. A little funny. Never seen a Mercedes do that. About to tear up that engine, I can tell you that for sure. Well, with a little under 3 minutes, we're going to start to see everyone pour out of the pits here for their final attempt here at qualifying. So, Amaru not able to improve. Oh, actually, no, he's starting his lap right here. That's several drivers I've noticed that take it to their liking to do 2 out laps. A little bit of traffic here, he's got to go around. Okay. I don't know what the Aston Martin was doing. I'm not sure if Amaru was on a hot one or not. Alright, so now Amaru's on one. Georgie's on one. Mercedes still doesn't know what he's doing. There's several people to keep an eye out on right now. Looks like we got ourselves 7 people filling in tonight as a reserve. You can see there at the bottom, starting with Rocket. So Maru, I think, failed on his lap there. So Huff still holding on to P1. Unless, ooh, Georgie takes it by half a second. Then Huff improving a little bit, but not half a second. And that was quite the lap there. Irish Bull coming across, not improving. William coming across. William takes P2 away from Huff. And I think we're just waiting on Spartan here. Followed by Great Ace and that Mercedes right behind him. So Spartan making up a few positions and Great Ace coming into the pits there. That's gonna outdo it for us here at Abu Dhabi for round 10. Again, Abu Dhabi being our last race of the season before we take a little bit of a break. And we will resume season 10 the same week right before the Australian GP, as we are kicking things off at the Austria GP for IUF1s for season 10. So be on the lookout for that. So there you have it. So Giorgio claiming P1. We got him on pole, followed by Josh and William. Then we got Huff, Mr. DJ, Irish Bulls, Perfect Polly, Black Spartan, Omaru, Gary, Kogo, Senny, Great Ace, and then our reserve drivers, Rocket, Underdog, Logical, Fatality, KBT, Dante, and Michael. So don't go anywhere. We're going to give our drivers about 4 or 5 minutes to get their strategies in order, and then we're going to go racing momentarily. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Looks like we're resetting the lobby. I think we might have lost a person there. Yeah, it looks like we had a lobby restart. Oh. That's funny. Hmm. Well, we'll be racing momentarily then. Alright. Looks like we're ready to go. Countdown. Countdown has started. I think we're going to give everybody 2 minutes to get situated with their setups and their strategy. Not quite sure what all these little NPC fans are cheering for. There's nothing happening. So in about another minute, we should be going racing here soon. Having a little sneak peek here. Mostly medium runners. Got 3 or 4 hards on right now. We got 1 more minute. Uh, Well, it looks like the countdown has started, so any second now we'll be on the grid. Alright, that's 4, that's 5 lanes. And we were racing. So Giorgio off to a good start. Got one car going a little wide here as we start to form up single file. So nothing too crazy happening on the opening lap. A little bit of touching there between the Red Bull and the Ferrari. I have a little bit of a battle between Gary and Senny going down into this left-hander side by side. Gary going down the inside, but Senny having enough grip. Are we able to get around him on the outside there? Going a little wide there, so no lap 1 incidents to report. That's very surprising considering we have a full grid here tonight. So on to lap 2, so we do have DRS is enabled. So Georgie in a little bit of a pickle here as everyone behind him is going to be in one big DRS train. We're on board with our leader here right now as he's being overtaken in DRS. And William is going to be our new race leader. Both Ferrari drivers trying to give each other a little bit of space there. Not trying to battle your teammate too hard. Wouldn't be a very good idea. The logical in the Ferrari with a little bit of a side-by-side with Dante in the kick there behind him. Looks like Dante might have given up on it. Really hard to pass on this track unless you're in the DRS zone. So all eyes are back on William. As it looked like Georgie might have taken that spot back away from him under the second DRS zone. So a little bit of leapfrog happening. So William not trying to get the fight done here on the first DRS zone. But with a double dose of DRS, he should be close enough to get it done here. William decides to opt for the inside line, getting around very easily. And the leapfrog continues. The underdog getting around Gary and Senny there. Underdog, one of our reserves, already finding himself up to 9th. Let's get a little bit of some detail up in here. The underdog already making up 5 positions. Dante already making up 6 as well. Really good start from both of those drivers. Togo lost 6, but I know he got disconnected. His teammate Grade A's losing 5 positions off of the start. Looked like we did get an early pit stop from MFG, possible wing change maybe. We look at the tire allocation, a lot of drivers kind of a mixed bag between the mediums and the hards. We stay on board with perfect poly here. So we are going to have Kogo retiring on track down there in that Mercedes. So Georgie almost pulling out of Williams' DRS zone. This Williams gonna get a double helping of DRS. So Williams gonna take that P1 position back away from Georgie. Just leapfrogging around. And then not too much happening behind them as everyone's stuck in that DRS train. We do have ourselves a little bit of a 3-car battle, about to be a 4-car battle from P9 to P12. You know, this game review, I wish you could just leave it there. Like a little bit of like a drone or helicopter view. Would be nice if you could get that the whole race. You can see everything happening. Now William in the hot seat. He's leading this train here. So Georgie not able to get the pass done. Now Georgie under attack from Huff and that Williams. Huff deciding to go around the outside. Huff not able to get it the move done there. A little bit of contact between Georgie and Huff there, going into the braking zone. But it was nothing serious, just a little bit of a left tap. And the DRS train continues. You have a little bit of a gap happening here between Omaru and Black Spartan. DRS train almost getting broken up. And looks like it will. Black Spartan in a little bit of no man's land. As we do have a DNF. And that was Rocket coming out of in between turn 1 and turn 2. Won't be able to see what might have happened there. So we're gonna have our first safety car on the start of lap 7. Looked like we had contact between Rocket and Logical coming out of turn 1 there. I had to assume pit stops here, definitely the hard runners are going to come in. I could see all of our hard runners coming in this lap on some mediums. Pit lane very busy. Maybe even our medium runners. Well, if you throw on hards right now, the hards, I can tell you will make it to the end, but I'm gonna tell you what those hards are gonna look like once we get to our last handful of laps. I'm sure a lot of the hard runners are happy, because maybe they can go medium. Assuming, you know, we don't have any more safety cars for the remainder of this race. Looks like we're gonna do one more lap here, safety car, and then we'll resume. And what I'm getting out of what might have happened there was logical behind Rocket, dive bombed him going into turn 1 and possibly spinning Rocket out. And then of course Rocket probably ended up into the wall because of it. But if I just had to guess, I didn't see what happened. It looks like safety car is in this lap. And we're resumed on racing. Ooh, a little bit of a gap. Forming up after third there. I think Josh might have been caught sleeping. Everybody's still lining up single file. Ooh, don't go 3 wide. Please don't do it. So Gary going down the inside, making up 2 spots. Now coming out of the chicane, making up 3. Oh. Perfect poly with a little bit of contact. Oh, I don't know what's going on between these drivers. I'm glad I caught it. And you cannot go 3 wide through there, fellas. Man, that was a little hectic there. Okay, guys, I think it's enough of the bumping. What did I just say? Damn! This has been one hectic lap from everybody. Jeez. I think maybe if we just put lap 10 behind us, that'd be great. Or send everybody back to driving school, I'm not sure. Anyway, we resume. A little bit of a 4-car battle for the lead here. Georgie goes wide. Oh. A little bit of a spin there at the hairpin of grade A. As MFG gets around logical. So some very close racing here up front between our 4 drivers. So we got William, Huff, Georgie, and Josh all trying to fight for the lead. It would make more sense logically if Josh sitting there in P4 on those mediums were to lead this race and just pull the 3 cars behind him. So it looks like Huff not trying to make the move happen just yet. We go down into the second helping of DRS here. Black Spartan being able to get around Irish Bull with DRS. Only losing 1 position and not 2. And he finds himself in P8. in front of both of our kick drivers, Underdog and Dante, closely right behind him. And Omaru and that Red Bull back there lurking. The Irish Bull trying to get that position back from Spartan. Going down the first helping of DRS. But Black Spartan closely behind him. Might be able to get the pass done right back. I'm not sure if we're going to see a little bit of a leapfrog here. I don't think Black Spartan has enough speed to get it done. But he is going to hold on to the back of him here. It might have looked like Great Ace after taking that spill. Might have got some wing damage. Opted to go in for the hards and the new wing. Assuming he didn't start on those hards. Those hards should get him to the end of this race. The Black Spartan finally getting the pass back done on Irish Bull. We go into the chicane here. Turn 6 and turn 7. So it gets the move done, but Irish Bull absolutely draining the battery. Gets the pass done easily. As we have a Ferrari getting out of turn 7 there. And it looks like the 4-car battle for the lead's still continuing. And it looks like we have quite the train starting to form up in our mid-pack here. Uh-oh. Not sure what's gonna happen here. Georgie going down the inside, not able to get the pass done on William. Going side by side with Huff. Both drivers in the DRS. Looks like Georgie's gonna let Huff have it. And Josh just watching everything happen in front of him, eating a bowl of popcorn. So we're gonna have an early retirement from Great Ace. And that's gonna be both of our Mercedes drivers out of this race. As we continue to stay on board with this midfield train. A little bit of a gap, actually, between Senny and Gary there. as we go down into the start of lap 17. With DRS open, Irish Bull should get this pass done easily. No need to use the battery too much. Looks like Black Spartan lost a couple of spots, almost 3. Now he did lose 3 spots. Senni gets around as well. So Dante not quite close enough to get Irish Bull there, as Irish Bull is going to be P5 at the moment. Still some really close racing happening with our top 4 drivers, as Georgie, current leader, picking up his first penalty. And Josh going into the pits. I think he knows these mediums are not going to last. So with Josh pitting, we got 3 hard runners up at the front. Josh might be able to get this undercut. I'm not even sure if I should call it an undercut, because those leaders I don't think are going to pit for the rest of this race. I don't think it's in their best interest there, as we also see a McLaren coming in. I think that was Paulie choosing to retire. So Georgie almost able to get William out of his DRS range, but William hangs on. But Dante in a little bit of a pickle with that DRS. This Irish Bull is going to get around him very easily. I'm going to be trying my best to keep a close eye on Josh there in 13th, as he came in early for those mediums. Dante went a little wide there, letting Senni in. Senni picks up his first penalty. We also see Gary coming into the pits as well. Another medium runner. I can tell you right now for a fact that there's no way mediums are going to last 21 laps at any track. We stay on board with Dante here, right behind Senni. Dante not quite there to get the pass done, but he's going to have another chance. And of course, Senni's going to have DRS as well, so I don't see a pass happening or being made here this lap. So this is the stage in the race where it gets a little boring. Everyone very spread out at the moment, besides our top 3 drivers. Oh no, not KB, don't pick up a penalty now. But Josh is going to take our fastest lap of the race. So William trying to maybe take a look at getting the pass down on Georgie here. They're going to be going side by side through the chicane. I think Georgie not backing off. They go side by side almost through turn 7 there. William's going to get the pass made. He is not going to have the DRS, as, ooh, Georgie trying to make a charge happen here. Georgie able to get the move done around the outside with the grip. So a little bit of leapfrog from both of those drivers. So with 9 laps to go, we continue here. Surprised to only see one safety car with a full grid, but that is tier 1 for you. As we have Senni coming into the pits, coming off of those mediums. I wonder what he's going to put on here. So Senni opting to put the mediums on. I think he should have pitted a couple of laps ago, in my opinion. Looks like William and Georgie going side by side into turn 6. Little 3-wide action going on almost. As Georgie loses a spot. Going down into turn 8. Forced Georgie with a 3-second time penalty. The 2 drivers in front of him without one. It's kind of hard to battle when you have a penalty on you. It almost seems a little unfair to battle someone that doesn't have a penalty on him. Of course, that is just my opinion, because you never know, the person you're battling with might end up getting a penalty later on, so... Let me take a quick look at what penalties are looking like. So everyone's sitting with 3 seconds. We do have Fatal with 9. First position change. Dante making up 14 positions there. Starting in the back, finding himself in 4th. He is on those old hards. Dante gets passed back again by Irish Bull, both drivers swapping positions every lap. And the battle for the podium still continues. As now Huff takes the lead, actually. Taking it away from William. So looking at the gap to the leader. With Josh, only 12 seconds to the leader now. Making up a lot of time ever since he pitted onto another set of mediums. So William able to get around Huff going down into turn 6. We come out of turn 7, Huff really close to William there. Might be able to get the pass back. But of course Huff low on battery. Opts to just use the DRS to get closer to him. As the battle with Dante and Irish Bull continues, as both drivers continue to just leapfrog back and forth. Trying to help each other out, separate from Black Spartan behind them. And now Josh is going to have to battle with this mid-pack here and get around him if he wants to make up any time. I don't think Josh is going to have enough to get up to the podium there. But he might just have enough to get in front of Dante and maybe take P4. those fresher mediums that he's got on right now. So Josh is on the hunt. I think he's going to be able to catch up to Irish Bull and Dante in the next lap or two. It's not going to take him long. Both drivers in front of him on some 16-lap-old hards. But Josh still sitting on the fastest lap of this race. And already our driver's champion, so Josh doesn't even need the win here. Josh shouldn't even need to have to show up. He already has the win in the bag. As now Josh is within DRS range of this battle that's been happening between Irish Bull and Dante. So he might join them and mix things up a little bit here. Is now Underdog taking the fastest lap away from Josh. Josh desperately needs to get this pass done as he comes in late, a little swirly. A little bit of contact made. I don't think Irish Bull should have challenged him. Well, now there's a little bit of a gap between Dante and Bull. So Josh probably trying to conserve a little bit of his battery to get the pass made on Dante here, coming up on the DRS. Irish Bull actually slipping back a little bit. Irish Bull might have just barely got DRS on him. And we have a spin from Fatal on the last corner, no safety car. Yeah, it looks like we're good. So I think... Okay, so Josh does go for it. So Josh is gonna get around Dante there. I don't think Josh just has enough time to get up to the leaders. He's gonna have to get 2 seconds a lap on him if he wants to catch him. And now Irish Bull just barely in DRS range of Dante. And their battle's gonna continue. Maybe if we had a 31 to 32 lap race, I think Josh might be able to do it, but we're gonna see if he has enough time to catch him. Speaking of which, we're gonna hop back on board our leaders here. As long as they keep battling, they're gonna let Josh catch him as Huff, our race leader, gets disconnected. Might try to see if I can get him back in here. That is an unfortunate time to get disconnected, but hopefully he can join back. It looks like Irish Bull not able to stick behind Dante there in his DRS range, as Dante's getting pulled around by Josh at the moment. Looks like we got a pit stop from Logical. Going on those reds, maybe trying to get the fastest lap. I'm so glad that they're getting rid of the fastest lap this season. A little bit of lap traffic in front of William. Or Georgie, I mean. So Georgie's going to get DRS. That's not going to help out William here. The lap traffic should be ghosted. As Logical does the logical thing, gets out of the way so that our leaders here can continue. So only a lap and a half to go here. So Josh, just about 3 seconds behind the leader, just doesn't have enough to catch them. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. It does look like lap traffic is not ghosted. I'm sure Dante's not going to be happy about that one. Ooh. Not sure what the kick's trying to do here. I think he's already pissed off enough. We continue here. Only half a lap to go. Josh almost down to 2 seconds. Just not enough. Well, actually, so Georgie currently sitting in first, but he does have 3 seconds on him as he spins around. That's going to slow down William, but not enough for Josh to get him. So Josh, after hitting on those mediums and going for another set, finds himself in second place at the last lap. So I'm sure Irish Bull didn't see himself finishing third on the podium, with Amaru closely right behind. Then he crosses the line, followed by Underdog. Well, I'm pretty sure I got it caught on stream. Logical making a collision with Dante there. I'm not sure why we had lap traffic not ghosted.
That's going to do it for us here for your Tier 1 division. So William taking the top spot, followed by Josh in P2. Then we got Irish Bull finishing at our podium. And then we got Amaru, Benny, Underdog, Gary, Black Spartan, MFG, KBT, Fatality, Dante, Logical, Huff, Perfect Polly, Great Ace, Rocket, Kogo, and Georgie wrapping out the rest of the field. So tonight was the last race of the season, so we are going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to be back at Australia for Season 10 on the week of the Australian GP, so right before the F1 season gets started, our Season 10 for IUF1 is going to get underway. But we still have one more race to go. Tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we have Tier 2 racing. So that'll be the last race of our season here of Season 9 of IUF1, so be sure to check that out. And again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the next one.